Okay.
Go ahead.
So, do you ever agree with, some of the things that people are saying? Do you understand, like, what some of these women are saying? Because you never agree. I'm not against you. I understand both perspectives.
She's like, you never agree, even though I don't have a counterpoint.
Why don't you ever agree?
This finna be a breeze.
That's why you have to pay for dick.
Super.
To get somebody to even want to have sex with your little chunky ass.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy KC, and I'm back with another reaction video. Yep, another reaction video. And this week, I'm gonna be reacting to a video from Kevinsamuels. Yep, Kevinsamuels again. And the name of the video for this week is "Don't You Supposed to Listen to Me?" Question mark. So basically, the name of the video for this week is "Don't You Supposed to Listen to Me?" Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to waste too much time. So before we get into the video, please hit that subscribe button. Please smash that subscribe button.
You ever had your shit pushed in? Your shit pushed in. Simple question. Nah. Had my shit pushed in.
Oh yeah, man. I had my shit pushed in, bro. Big time.
Subscribe to the channel. Also hit the like button if you enjoy the content, and hit the bell to be notified when I post another video. Let's go.
Okay, I have both. I'm gonna touch on both. I just came in
Okay.
to watch your session.
Okay.
So my question to you: do
You have to hold the phone steady, though. You can't be doing all this. Okay.
Smack her with a dick. Smack her with a dick. Smack her with a dick. Smack her with.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, do you ever agree with, some of the things that people are saying? Do you understand, like, what some of these women are saying? Because you never agree. I'm not against you. I understand both perspectives.
She's like, you never agree, even though I don't have a counterpoint.
Why don't you ever agree?
This finna be a breeze.
Like some people may say, oh, they feel this way, which is their perspective. Like the young lady just said, her mother was married, but she did have kids, prior to marriage. What was like? Why did you interrupt her with saying that?
What did I say?
You said something like you got your point. You made your point.
What was my point?
Your point was she wasn't married while she had kids.
Was that true?
It was true.
Did she agree with? No. I'll listen to you. Did she agree with me?
She did.
Thank you.
Fatality.
She did.
Thank you. And the objection she had, she was wrong about it.
Let's pause it right there. Like, the video just started. Like, we only 1 minute into the video and she already killed herself. Like, she was like, I don't like when you disagree and you make your points. He's like, all right. So then what's your counterpoint? Like, what's the problem? And she's like, well, you made your point. He's like, yeah. Was I right though? She's like, yeah. Like, why would you ever come from somebody whose point was correct? Like, I don't understand what sense that makes. But anyway, let's go.
So when she listened and heard me again, she's like, you know what? You're right. Why don't you ladies just accept the fact that I'm right more often than I'm wrong?
They're ignorant.
You think that you're right more than you're wrong.
Okay, and that's your opinion, but you haven't said one thing specifically. Why don't you agree with women? Because what you guys do doesn't work.
Thank you.
Okay.
But I'm willing to hear the argument. What should I agree with?
See, when you come with stupid arguments like that, you just gotta sit there with the dumb face
What we think about,
and take
you know, because we won't get these ideas if it's not being presented to us. And as you always say, the way that women carry themselves, this is
Stop. I should agree with an erroneous mindset because you got it from somebody who was wrong.
it. Silence.
Everybody's wrong to you.
Let's judge based on the results. No. That's we judge on results, not feelings over here. If we judge on results and we keep numbers based in marriages.
Are you married, Kevin?
And this is what we begin to do. Shame, insults, guilt, the need to be right. When they can't be right, then they decide to go around. Man, why don't you just admit you don't know what the hell you're talking about? You don't know what you're talking about, man. You don't know what you're talking about. And I just sat here and listened to you.
One more quick pause. You could definitely tell she doesn't know what she's talking about. Wow. And just from watching this, it's almost the equivalent of arguing with like a kindergartner or a first grader. It's like you don't even actually have a counter argument. It's just like, I don't like what you said when you said what you said, even though it was 100% correct. The first thing that makes anybody with common sense do is look at that person like, yo, are you well? Are you crazy or something? Like, I don't know. Let's go.
Ramble on about, why don't you just let us have our feelings and our opinion? You're free to have your opinion. They're like assholes. Everybody's got one. The difference is most of modern women's opinions aren't getting the women the outcomes they say they want. Why do you want me to agree with what's not working? Because it makes you feel better?
Look, silence.
You was right.
Maybe it's not working for you.
No, it's not working based upon the outcomes they say they want.
What do you want?
Again, here goes the sign language. When they cannot answer the question, they answer a question with a question or redirect. You guys, how many times do you see this?
1 billion, gajillion, fifillion, million.
This is the need to be right
Every
with the
single
modern
episode.
woman, in particular black woman. They will not admit wrong. Instead, they'll try to redirect. And this is what we do. We sit here and deconstruct you, listening to you.
That is correct.
Don't you supposed to listen to me?
No.
Yeah, to prove how wrong you are. No,
I'm
not supposed to listen to somebody who doesn't know how to get what they want.
What they talking about. All right.
And you're how old again?
How
old are you again? How old are you again?
I'm 25.
Why should a 52-year-old man listen to a 25-year-old woman?
I know you have more knowledge than I do.
Then why don't you just accept the fact that you grew up in a world that didn't require black women to listen to black men at any level?
So how do you do that?
Start doing what we tell you to do, because what you do doesn't work.
Blood's victory. Fatality.
We're the only group of people to where we even have women half our age trying to tell us we're wrong, based upon your feelings.
He is correct.
Okay, so should women have feelings? You know?
Yes, you should have feelings.
Okay.
But was the world
So he's
built?
implying.
Is the world built on human beings' feelings?
It's not.
Look at the black community. For my entire life, black women have been in charge. Are we better off today, or were we better off in 1950?
What do you think?
What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what?
No. Again, shame, insults, guilt, the need to be right. When they can't answer, they redirect with a question or deflect. You always know they know they're wrong when they do that.
You just asked the question though.
You stupid.
And let me pause it real quick because I got to say this.
Do it!
Yo, this is like maybe the 15th episode. Every single episode, all across the board, they all do the same shit. Where as soon as he asks them a question that they can't answer, it's followed up with a question. You never answer the questions, just say, I don't know, bro. Like, I can't answer that. That phrase seems to be the hardest possible thing for some of these women to utter out their mouth is I don't know. Let's go.
And you answer the question with the question. So again, disingenuous at best. Guys, anytime a woman does that, they're admitting they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yes,
Yep.
I do.
So are we better off today or are we better off in 1950?
We were better off back then.
Right. And you know, back then is when you still had black men in the household and 80% marital rate. Now we got 80% of the children being born out of wedlock and 1 out of 4 black women being married. The black community is a gynocracy run by women, a matriarchy.
Yep.
Women run societies fail.
Okay, so is it the women's fault that we're not being married, or is it the men?
Yes, yes.
I don't agree with that.
Keep straight out. Yes.
Men get to choose. Men get to choose. Women choose who has sex and who gets born.
Mm-hmm.
Men get to choose who gets married.
You go, preacher man!
Men aren't choosing you. Why? Because you're not what they want. So it's your fault. If you got a market, if you have a market and you're serving your products to the market in a restaurant, and you serving pizza, and the market says, "Oh, they're not buying your pizza." What you're saying is to go cuss the market out and tell the market, "This is good pizza, take it." Or do you have to go back and say, the market eats pizza. They're not buying our pizza. Maybe we need to change how we make the pizza.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay, then you're the pizza. Fix it.
Change.
Who else is buying you? Brad, Lee, Ahmed, Keith, and Brad, Lee, Ahmed, and Enrique ain't buying you. White men ain't running to the black community to marry you.
For sure
Neither Chinese,
not.
Asian men, Middle Eastern men, or Hispanic men. Ain't nobody running to buy pizza.
Yep.
Okay, Kevin.
Bop a doop tap I do up a do ya pop bop a doop tap I do yeah.
It's logic, man.
Yeah.
See how the truth just
So-
make her sigh.
now
She
here's my
can't just
question for
say,
you.
like, I hear you.
If
So
black
what?
women began to give
what can we do
black
about
men
this?
what they want, do
It's
you
like,
think black men would marry black women?
Yeah, but do we get what we want?
Notice,
Do we
there
have-
you go. And guys, understand, when you answer a question with a question, and isn't disingenuous. And because I'm going past you, and anytime somebody says something and says but, they just basically erased everything they want. Remember the whataboutism? It's always whataboutism with our women.
Yep.
If you gave black men what they want, would they marry you? Yes. But are we getting what we want? It's whataboutism. Well, guess, so if you're not gonna give us what we want, you're gonna give a white man what he wants? Asian man, Hispanic man, Middle Eastern man? What man are you marrying if you ain't marrying us?
Equal. It has to be equal in a
You
relationship.
don't have, no, it doesn't have to be equal. That's where you're wrong. It doesn't have to be equal, because if you don't marry us, you ain't marrying nobody. You get nothing.
Dead ass.
Dog death.
Puppies in a cup, missing their feet, it's wrong.
Nowadays.
Dog.
We see a lot of
Yeah.
Dog.
Okay.
Dog
right.
death.
Not in a majority. You're never going to see more than 50% of that. See, and this is the thing. They would rather bank on the fact of trying to give a non-black man what he wants than straightening up and giving black men what they know they want. That's how far gone women like you are. You can see the reality, but you'd rather bank on the fact that, well, I could get a white man. Okay. Then we should start seeing, when do we start to see all these interracial marriages? Over 50% for black women? By what year?
We'll never see that.
Mm-hmm. So if you don't get black men in mass, what do you get?
Not a damn thing.
Nothing.
You won't get anything?
Nothing. Not jack.
So the choice is real simple.
I think it's best to date, not just to have a relationship. You don't have to put a title on everything, Kevin. That's what you need to start telling people. A title, you don't.
No, what I need to do is I need to direct people to this video and show you what's wrong with the black community. You don't need to put a title on nothing. It needs to just be free flowing. Yeah, yep. And over here, stuff works. Where you at, it don't. You don't need to put a title on everything. You can have babies out of wedlock. You don't need to be married. You can do what you want to. Mm-hmm. We're the only community that operates like that, and we're at the bottom. And it's because too many women like you are in control of our community. That's why we got to take power back from these mindsets. Because all it leads to is destruction and chaos. You can't build anything if you don't claim something. Have you ever opened up something that you had to build, man? Have you ever opened up something you had to build and it came with instructions?
Of course.
And it came with parts?
Of course.
The way you're talking is you just start doing shit. You don't need the instructions. You don't need that. Just start putting shit together. How firm a foundation is that? You want to live on the 5th floor of a building like that? What about the 85th floor?
You got me sweating, Kevin. I'm gonna leave.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go.
Yeah,
shit, literally too hot.
Go to the gym. Go to the gym. You cannot make
go to
this
the gym. He said it's too hot for you. Go to the gym. That's definitely where you'll be able to burn off. You know what I'm saying? Some of that weight, so shit won't be so hot for you next time. Yeah, what can be said about that video? She basically came on like, I disagree with you, but didn't have any counter argument at all. Like not even a piece of a counter argument. So he very quickly just dissolved that. And yeah. Anyway, looks like it's a wrap for this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. On the way out, please hit that subscribe button. Also hit the like button. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button for real. That definitely helps out. And also smash that bell to be notified when I post another video. Anyway, y'all be cool. Y'all be careful out here in these streets. Y'all be safe. Casey out. Peace.